Okay, now talking about Fibonacci series, it can be written in various forms. Okay, this particular series. The only thing that we have to keep in mind is, first of all, we have to write any two numbers. We can write any two numbers, and after we write those two numbers at the beginning, then our series continues with whatever two numbers we choose at the beginning. But the standard Fibonacci series is this one. It starts with 0, then 1. So these are the two numbers that we have written at the beginning. Now let's move towards the next number. Now next number is formed by the addition of these two numbers. That is 0 plus 1 is 1. Now next number is going to be 2. That is second and third will get added and we get the next number, which is 2. Now for next number, 1 and 2 gets added. Then we get the next number, which is 3. Then next number is going to be 5 by the addition of 2 and 3. 5. Then next number will be formed by the addition of these two numbers, that is 3 and 5, which is 8. So basically, this is how Fibonacci series is generated, and so on. Now, suppose if we write any two numbers like 3 and 4, then the next number will be formed by the addition of first two numbers, that is 3 and 4, which is 7. Now for next number, second and third number will get added, and whatever is the sum, that will be our next number, which is 11. Now 7 and 11 will get added, and our next number is going to be 18. For next number, these two numbers will get added, and we get our next number, which is 29. And for next number, these two numbers will get added, and we get our next number. And this is how this series continues. So this is basically how Fibonacci series is generated. Now you might have negative number also, no problem. Suppose if somebody writes 4 and somebody writes, let's say, minus 8, no problem. We have to add these two numbers. Now after addition of these two numbers, what we get is we get minus 4, because 4 plus 4, when these two gets added, or actually it gets subtracted, 4 minus 8 is minus 4. So the next number will be the addition of these two numbers, and which is minus 12. Now the next number is the addition of these two numbers, which is minus 16, and so on. So it doesn't matter how the series is given. First of all, you have to check for the first two numbers, and you have to check the third number. And if it is the addition of first two numbers, then it might be Fibonacci series. So it may come in any form. Okay, so you shouldn't be confused. So and for example, what we'll do is I'll take the first one, this standard Fibonacci series, the first standard Fibonacci series. Okay, so this is how Fibonacci series is generated. Now let's see how we can write program for it. So okay, now this series we will be generating up to the 10th term. So okay, now as usual, all these series programs we will be using sub procedure. So let's declare the sub procedure. Okay, let's give the sub procedure name a little bit different. Let's write it Fibo. Now there are no inputs, so parameter is not required. CLS. Now since there is no input, we directly call. So call Fibo, which is the name of our sub procedure right now. Then we write end. Okay, now after this, what we'll do is we'll go towards the definition part, which is starts with sub, then we write Fibo. And remember, in call part, brackets are not required because there are no arguments, so no brackets. And in the definition also, here brackets are not required. You have to be careful with these two things. Okay, so as discussed before, for Fibonacci series, what we do is we first have written the first two numbers, which is 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So what we'll do is, first of all, we will assume two numbers. This first two numbers, we will store it in one variable. That's how we had studied in class 9. Same method we are doing it right now. So in Fibonacci series, we write two numbers. So first two numbers, store it in a variable. So A is 0. Now for the next number, I'm using variable b. So b is equals to 1. So first two numbers we have already stored in these two variables. Now what we'll even do is we will even display these two numbers. So print a, b. I'm using this semicolon to print everything in the same line. So if I run my program, you can see 0 and 1 has been displayed. Okay. Now, two numbers we have already displayed. Now, question says up to the 10 term. Altogether, we have to display 10 numbers. So, two numbers we have already displayed. Now, what we have to do is we have to display only 8 numbers because two numbers has already been displayed. As you can see in the output, first two numbers are already there in the output. So, excuse me. So now remaining 8 numbers we have to display. So what we have to do is we have to form a loop which has to run 8 times. So loop variable I is equals to 1 2 8. So this loop is going to continue for 8 times, and inside this loop what we'll do is we'll display the other remaining numbers. Okay, right now here a is 0. So far we have a 0 and b as 1, which are the first two numbers. Now for the third number, which is this one, for this what we have to do is we have to add these first two numbers, 0 and 1 we have to add, then we get the third number. And for third number, let's use another variable c. And for to get this third number, what we have to do is we have to add the first two numbers, and first two numbers are stored in a and b. So what we'll do is we'll add a and b. So this will give us our third number, and our third number will stored in c. So basically this is how we get third number. So let's find out the third number inside our loop, which is c is equals to a plus b. Now, as soon as we add first two numbers, we get third number. Now let's print third number as well. So print C. So our third number has also been displayed. So far we have 0, we have 1, we have 1. Up to here we have done. Now for the fourth number. Now for fourth number, what we have to do is we have to add this and this. Okay, this one and this one has to be added, then only we get the third number. So to get our third number, we have already used c variable. For this we have used c variable, which gets the value after a and b gets added. Now what we have to do and what you have to understand here is, now this a and this b, just look at this a and b. Now c will get the value after the addition of a and b, and right now this 0 is a, this one is b, and this one is c. Now what we have to do is we have to make this a and we have to make this b, so that this, when this 2 gets added, we get 2, and that will be stored in c. So for c it's not that big problem, but the only problem right now is this value of a and b. So what we have to do is this one has to be transferred in a and this one has to be transferred in b. That's what we have to do. So for that, what we'll do is, now so far right now what is happening is this one is in b, as you can clearly see over here. Okay, pay attention everybody. This one is being stored in b right now. So what we have to do is, and this one we have to make it in a, so we have to transfer the value of b in a. So for that, what we'll do is a is equals to b, so that value of b has been transferred to a. So a gets a new value, which is 1, and this one is this one. Now this one, where it is in c right now, because this two got added and we got 1, this one, and this one is being stored in this c. So this value of c has to be transferred in b. So for that, what we'll do is b is equals to c. So b has 1, this one has been transferred in b. Now after this line gets executed, this statement gets executed, this is now a is also 1, b is also 1, and it will be 2, and 2 will be stored in c, which is our required next number. So basically this is what we have to do. So let's do the same thing in our programming part. So a is equals to b, b is equals to c. And in class 9 also, I told you one thing, that always use A, B, C as your variables, so that it's quite easier to remember also. So inside loop, what you do is C is equals to A plus B, then you print C, value of C, then it is A, B, C, A equal to B, B equal to C. So it's quite easier to remember. Now, if you use other variables, like if you use Q over here, if you use Z over here, and if you use another variable to store, then it might be a little bit difficult. So if you use ABC, it's quite easier to remember also, and you won't get confused as well. So now what we'll do is we'll see the output. Okay, I'm running my program right now. So as you can see, there are 10 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is the first 10 standard Fibonacci series. Okay, so let's trace this program and see how this output is being generated. Okay, now at the beginning, value of A. Value of A is 0. Value of B is 1. We have not yet got C. So print AB. So far we are up to here. B equal to 1. B is equals to 1. Now print A comma B. A comma B means those two numbers will be printed. That is, okay, I'll write output. Okay, I'll write output somewhere around here. Okay, 0 and 1. Two numbers, both the numbers has been displayed by this statement, print AB, 0 and 1 has been displayed. Now we come to this part, loop part, and our loop variable is I, and it will get value 1 because 1 is the start value. So whatever is the start value, that will be stored in the loop variable at the beginning. So I has value 1, which is a valid number. So it will go below this. That is, it will go in its body part. Now C is our new variable. So C is the sum of A plus B. So A plus B means 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. So okay, C also has a new value, which is 1. Print C. Now value of C will be printed. So 1 is printed. Because of semicolon, everything will be displayed in the same line. So print C. Now here, A equals to B. A equals to B means value of B will be stored in A. So A will hold value 1. B equal to C. So value of C will be transferred to B. C is 1. So 1, it's the same value. So B is fixed. B remains constant so far. Okay. Now next will take us to step. No step means value of I will increase, and the value of I is 2. Okay, the new value of I is 2. Now again, 2 is also a valid number. It will go in the body part. C equals to A plus B. A plus B means 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the new value of C is 2. Print C. So 2 will be displayed. Now A equal to B. Now B, value of B will be stored in A. Value of B is 1. 1 will be stored in A. A has value 1. So same value. Now B equal to C. C has 2. So the new value of B is 2. Next step, no step, I will increase. I becomes 3. 3 is also a valid number. Let's go inside the body part. C equals to A plus B. A plus B means 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 will be stored in C. 3. Print C. So again 3 will be stored. A equals to B. A equals to B means new value of A will be 2 because B holds 2. 2 value goes to A. Now C, value of C will be transferred to B, which is 3. And 3 will be stored in B. Okay, next will again take us to step, no step. I will increase. I becomes 4. Let's go towards the body part. C equals to A plus B. So A plus B means 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. And the new value of C is 5. New value of C is 5. A equals to B. So A will get value 3. B will get value 5. Next will again take us to step, no step. I will increase by 1. I becomes 5. It is a valid value. Let's go down. C equals to A plus B. So A plus B means 3 plus 5 will get added and will get stored in C. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Print C. Print C means 8 will get. Okay, it looks like I missed out 5. I didn't print out 5. So 5 will get printed. Okay, let me write over here. 5 will get printed, then it will come 8. So this is how this loop will continue, and we'll get this particular output, which is the Fibonacci series. So let's see what output one more time.
Thank you so much for watching. Please do like my video so that I get motivated to create more of these videos. We would appreciate if you would share this video with your friends. And if you have any queries and suggestions, let me know through the comment section. Lastly, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you.